Well, you are never gonna guess what I'm about to do. Check it. Check it. Brand new 2024 Superduke R 1390, and I'm at Pro Cycles in Hornsby, and I'm about to ride this beast. How lucky am I? Okay, how to turn this thing on. That's the first little trick. I think it's got something to do with the key. Hang on a minute. I'm a novice.
Yeah, so if you press, it's got an anti-attack thing on it.
Anti-attack?
Yeah, so no one can download your key remote number.
Right, like people want to do that all the time.
So you wouldn't know, you're used to riding your caddies, right?
Thanks, Matthew. Check it. Okay, I've got it going. Apparently there's an anti-attack feature, which means you've got to do a convoluted thing with the remote key that turns out not really to be remote. So when is your remote key not remote? When you've got to take it out of your pocket, push a button to activate the the bike. That's hardly remote. Okay, I'm on the 1390 Superduke, and unfortunately it's been pissing down. As you can see, the roads are wet, which is a pain. Now, oh look, I'm cheating, okay? I'm cheating. I came out the other day to drop the M1000R for a service, and I saw this bike, and I had to jump on it, so I've already ridden it. I rode it a couple days ago, and Jesus, what's happening here? Look, before I tell you what I thought, let me tell you a little backstory. So, for those of you, oh, it's nice, smooth, quick shift. For those of you who have been watching my channel for the last little while, you will know that I have been dissing the Superduke. I did a test ride, did a comparison video with the Street Fighter and the MR and the Tuono a year or so ago. I took the 1290 out, and I didn't like it. And I didn't like it because I found it too rough, too on-off, compared to those other bikes, Tuono, Street Fighter, MR. It was just a horrible bloody brute as far as I was concerned when I took it out, and I've pretty much dissed it ever since. And I just, when they launched the 1390, I thought, oh, you know, that'll be an evolution, that'll be an upgrade. I'll get round to it. And I just happened to, I walked in the other day, I thought, I saw one of them, let's go for a ride. Anyway, look. It's probably a combination of things going on. I'm probably becoming more acclimatized to the sort of low down torque of like the V4s I've been riding, and I'm probably improving as a rider, and this bike has definitely stepped up from the 1290. The combination of all those factors, I rode this the other day with no real expectations other than I thought it was going to be shit, and I was blown away. I was blown away. I rode it like I am now initially in like a street mode, and I thought, wow, it's civilized, it's smooth, it's kind of like my Hyper, not intimidating at all. I started opening it up, and I wasn't getting my arms pulled off because it was in street mode, and I thought, hang on, and I felt light and nimble and just good, like really, really good. And up the road here a little bit, I pulled over and put it into maximum attack mode, maximum throttle performance mode, like DEFCON 5, and I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. I have not stopped thinking about it ever since. Now look, I own an M1000R, I own a Street Fighter V4S. I can't also own a KTM Superduke 1390R EVO. This is not the EVO, but if I bought one, I'd get the EVO. I can't, can I? I can't possibly own all three, can I? Because then I'd be forced to actually take the three of them out the back, at the back roads with a couple of riding mates and do like a real proper shootout video. I couldn't possibly, could I? Oh shit. Anyway, I had to stop thinking about this bike. I went to bed last night, went to sleep thinking about it. I woke up at 5 in the morning thinking about it and the feeling it gave me up through the twisties. And so I just had to come back today with my camera and jump back on it. Unfortunately, it's a crap weather day, but I just had to get back on it to make sure that I wasn't kind of, you know, dreaming, or I wasn't kind of kidding myself, because I have not enjoyed the 2 or 3 rides I've had on the Superduke 1290R in the past. I've not enjoyed. I found it plasticky. I haven't liked the sound. I found the on-off nature of it, you know, not to my liking. I really haven't enjoyed it, and I have bagged it, and that's possibly more a reflection on me than the bike and where I'm at with my, or was at with my riding, and possibly also a reflection on just how far this motorcycle has come. So anyway, thought you'd be interested to know about this development in my in fact, when I got off at the test ride, I walked in and saw Matt and said, mate, because I've only had the Hyper for, you know, a few weeks. I was like, oh mate, I might have bought the wrong bike, because I bought the Hyper because I wanted that low, really low down torquey response without being too crazy. And this in street mode, or even in sport mode, is what in street mode, it's kind of like the Hyper. But you've got the option, of course, of going up to the super duper modes and turning it into like a bone-crushing, face-crushing mishmash. Which, of course, the Hyper, you don't have that extra modularity. See, now that's, I don't even know what mode this is in. That's might be rain mode. I'm going to pull over up here and double check that. But that's totally manageable. There's nothing berserk or crazy going on there. I'm in second gear, probably in street mode. Open her up. That's full throttle, no props. Okay, no props. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull over. I'm going to check out the mode I'm in. I'm going to reset to something more aggressive. And I'm going to be right back, babies. Right back. We're in sport mode. We're in sport mode. We're in sport mode now, and I'm just going to build up. Look, first impressions, what I really loved about it was just how stable it feels, and a bit like the Street Fighter, it's got this really nice vibration that makes you feel like there's some kind of animal alive beneath you that's kind of communicating back to you. It's got a beautiful vibration. I can feel it through my inner thighs, makes me feel good. And it loves these big sweeping corners. It's really stable mid-corner, and at the same time nice to turn in. So yeah, the handling profile and the stability was a standout immediately. The brakes are marvelous, marvelous indeed. Not BMW M1000 marvelous, but still really strong. And yeah, there's one finger job there. Yeah, no problem at all on the brake. So yeah, nice strong brakes. They're actually, obviously it's a newish bike, so they're even better today than they were a few days ago when I rode it. I love the torque band and the short shifting nature. I mean, that's how you ride it. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful, and that's very light throttle. But that's just living in that torque range, that torque band, makes it such a fun bike. So brakes, handling, initial handling, the electronics and the way they've set it up on here is magnificent. Hang on, that's my microphone. My windsock microphone is going up my nose. Hang on. I just got a whole windsock up my left nostril there. Magnificent. GoPro, you still on? Yep, got to check. You never know with these useless things. So yes, the way you can control through the menus, the electronics, really intuitive, easy. I did it on the fly first time, no problem, and infinite adjustability. So this would be a great bike to just tune to your own preference. and here we are in sport mode. You know, really, again, like that's probably a third throttle, half throttle. I'm just too greasy out here at the moment, but just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Mirrors are great. The controls are intuitive. They're reasonably high quality. Yeah, love the seat is so comfy. The riding position's excellent. It seems a bit different to the 1290. It's not quite as tall or upright feeling, but a decent bend on my elbows and a nice sort of tuck with my legs without being crazy. I think I could ride this for a long time. And I like wide girth, okay? I like wide girth on a bike. And this is slightly wider, I think, than the last one, probably due to the fuel tank being bigger, maybe, I don't know. But it feels wider, and I like that. I like, gives you something to hold on to, especially when you're tall, and I'm tall. So I really do think these subtle adjustments have worked on this motorcycle. So that's, yeah, it's very, very first impressions. And I have to say, to all those people whinging about the look of this front end, guys, it's amazing. It's so cool. It's so modern. And you've got to see it in the flesh. You've got to get down to your dealership, get down to Pro Cycles and look at this in the flesh. It looks so cool. In the photos, you don't get to see the depth of the shadowing created by the, you know, the way they've sculpted it with the holes and the shapes of the sort of inlets and stuff. So it looks a bit weird in photos, but in the flesh it just blings, it pops. It's really, really cool. Oh yeah, I mean we're in sport mode. I'm just babying it. Oh, just so good, so good, so good. I'm going to pull up over here and put it into track mode because it's a different beast, especially when you increase the aggression of the throttle. But I do remember the 1290 when I rode it being a hugely intimidating bike. So much so it scared the shit out of me and I would not buy it. I am not getting that from this. There is a civilization that the electronics in this have brought to the table that is infinitely better than the 1290, or at least my recollection of the 1290, which might be more the problem than the bike itself. Who could say? But who would have thought XODAS on a Superduke and enjoying the experience? I mean, who would have thought? I'm going to go into track attack mode. I'll be right back. Okay, in track mode now, and I've got the super ballistic setting for the throttle response. Oh, and that's feeling good. Oh yeah, I mean, hello, that's a different bike. It's got so much personality. It's the thing about this, I reckon, if I was to sum it up, you're buying 3 bikes in one: a calm street bike, a sporty bike, and then a race bike. You've got 3 bikes in one. That's how good the electronics are. It's a bit like a Hyper's a bit like that actually with the wheelie control. But these settings change the bike's character so much. You've basically got 3 bikes in one. Unfortunately, the conditions are not sort of going to support riding this thing the way I want to today. But trust me, the other day when it was dry through here, I felt the wrath of the LC8 in track mode. Oh yeah. But do not find this as intimidating, and that is all to do with the electronics. Okay, let's have a little walk around up here at Pie in the Sky, a very well known motorcycle stop. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Where will I park it? I'll park it up here. normally this place is chocker with motorbikes. Not today, it's shit-house conditions. So I'm just going to poke it up here. And, finding neutral's easy. Here we go. Oh, I don't want to turn it off in case I can't turn the bloody thing back on. I'll be right. Here we go. So, the Superduke 1390. This is not the EVO model. In black. Really love this front end. I think it's magnificent. Really good. Indicators, this flat bar across the top's nice. Quality levers. Wish that was carbon, that'd be nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Orange frame. These integrated back lights that everyone's talking about. I quite like them. Just a wide back tyre, isn't it? Must be a 200, is it? Yep, it's a 200. And I don't mind the look of that stock exhaust, actually. It's nice, it's the bike. It'll go, it'll be replaced, but it still looks okay. So there she is, the 1390R in all her glory. Now, easy to use this menu, bang. Let's get going and finish this little first impressions video of the Superduke 1390. So smooth, so smooth. Beautiful. Yeah, unfortunately, shite conditions now. I'm going to head back. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, sorry, just a bit of bad weather I've had to ride through and has halted my progress a little bit. As well as roadworks. But yeah, that Superduke 1390R, it is a completely different proposition from the one I remember, the 1290 being. Just more refined. Love it. This bike needs to be treated with respect. When you open the throttle on this, the horizon just gets pulled towards you at a rate that is like nothing else I've experienced on a motorcycle. It's a hell of a bike, so much fun, and probably need to ride it around in sport mode for a while before one gets into the ultimate kind of attack mode that I'm currently set up for. Okay, well look, that was a nice little first impression. I just wanted to let all my viewers know that I am seeing the KTM Superduke in a different light. Windsock now up my right nostril. I am seeing the KTM Superduke in a different light. I get it. It is wicked. The only question, this bloody windsock, that I would pose to myself upon considering a purchase of such a thing is, am I good enough to ride it? Because this requires utmost attention. You cannot button off. On the Street Fighter, it's a serious bike too, but because it doesn't have that bone-crushing low-down torque, you're not going to get caught out as often as you are on this. MR, of course, you know, nowhere near as strong down low. But that down low explosion means that when you're going for a spirited ride, you got to be on it. You got to really be concentrating the whole time. You're going to be carrying a lot more speed and thinking about your braking markers. So this is no place for the calm-hearted. You're going to be switched on, baby. And if you are, the rewards are simply magical. So thanks to Pro Cycles and Matt Palmer for letting me ride this beast today and the other day. What a great piece of kit this is. And if you want to pick up a KTM 1390 Superduke, go see Matt, he'll do you a good deal. And I may well own one of these next time we talk to each other. I may well own one of these beasts. If I was going to get it, I'd get it in orange. Orange is my favourite colour. And it's just KTM, isn't it, orange? So I'd get it in orange. And be as leery as I possibly could. Looking good in orange. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the fact that, hey, I'm on the KTM. I'm not hating it. I'm loving it. And it's got certain potential to be the perfect bike. Stay tuned. Never know what you might find just around the corner. See you later.
Take a stand in your races, take them through the summer races. Tell the stage big boss man he can catch you there.
Oh, brakes are so good. Not as much initial bite as the MR, but strong as F, as they would have to be. Boom, boom, boom. Get back to my room, baby. Here we go, KTM Kawasaki, BMW, Pro Cycles and Hornsby. We return the beasts in one piece, thankfully. Yeah.